Welcome to another In a 5 Minute Nutshell. Let's have a look at Boris Gelfand against Antoaneta Stefanova. D4 from Boris. G6. We have C4, bishop G7. Knight F3. D6. E4. Now standard King's Indian transposition would be Knight F6. Say Knight C3 castles. But here in this game, with this move sequence, actually this is the most popular move, bishop G4. We have bishop e2, knight c6, so black is encouraging kind of closing of the center, potentially. Knight bd2 for the moment. It's not possible to take here because of knight takes d4 hitting the bishop. So we have knight f6, now d5, so closing the center. Queen c2, knight a6, h3, the bishop drops back. And now a redeployment of the knight to b1. Just a retreat, a very interesting retreat, just to put the knight on c3. C takes, e takes. Black seems to have some squares provoked, like c5 in particular, and uses that. But knight d4 is an annoying knight. e5, as is at some cost. Black seems to have a couple of fragile looking pawns in the center. White castles, queen e7. Rook a d1. White seems to have a very comfortable position here. And after b6, yeah, bishop f3, rook a d8. This knight's kicked. a3, yeah, the knight's kicked to the rim here. Knight b8, tries to redeploy. Rook fe1, stirring at the queen. Looks like a scary x-ray of the queen. Knight h5. Queen d2 prevents the use of f4 and also provides support for bishop g5. And in fact that's used now. After rook c8, that looks like a fragile pawn though in white's position. However, after bishop g5, queen f7, Boris to play. Guess what he played if I give you 5 seconds starting from now. Okay. Knight takes e6. Yeah, this diagonal is a bit sensitive. So, hitting the rook and the bishop. It's taken. Rook takes e6. The point is, if queen takes e6, this isn't played, then there's bishop d5. So, black takes on c4, but this now allows, instead of moving the knight, white's in good shape here anyway, even if the knight's moved. Rook e7 is played, giving up the knight with tempo, but the thing is, this is a very bad diagonal for black. Black's losing that rook after moving the queen. Queen f5, check, yeah, the rook's dropping off. Black took, and Antoaneta Stefanova is the exchange down here. This is not a very good position, and the pawn down. Knight c6, rook f7. Yeah, this is lost now really, and black resigns. Not just the exchange, but a pawn down as well. The exchange and a pawn down. An interesting game, shows some interesting ideas like the knight redeployment, the central pressure, and the weakness of this diagonal is echoed, as in many other games. Yeah, this can be a killer weakness to exploit. Okay, comments, questions, likes, appreciated. Thanks very much.